Hey there, super spellers. Great to see you. It's Miss A here.
Hi, I'm Seeker, man. I'm making sure you're spelling the words right.
Well, I got some helpers here today who are serious about their spelling. Here we go. Let's practice the sounds that we know. And remember, we have Cousin Echo here to help. Cousin Echo here to help. Cousin Echo here to help. All right, super spellers. We are not giving you the letters. This is a tricky day. What is the letter? Keyword sound. You're going to repeat after Cousin Echo and our helpers today. U-E, blue, U. U-E, blue, U. You got it. M, man,
M, man,
Way to go. Make sure you follow along and repeat after me and Cousin Echo. Follow Cousin Echo. A, acorn, A.
Acorn, A.
Nice. Bugs. Zzz. S, bugs. Zzz.
Bugs.
Bugs. Zzz. E, me, E.
E, me, E.
A, M, ham, am.
A-M, ham, am.
You got it. E, consonant, Pete, E.
E, consonant, E,
E. C-H, chin, ch.
C-H, chin, ch.
Let's try that one more time because there's no Be really careful. Make sure you clip it. That's not a ch. Take that off. Clip that off. It's a ch. No U. Clip that U off. Ready? C-H, chin, ch.
C-H, chin, ch.
Way to go. You got it. E, Ed, F.
E, Ed, F.
Nicely done, super spellers. Did anybody notice that Cousin Echo has something on today? What is Cousin Echo wearing, spelling police?
A cape.
A cape. Why is Cousin Echo continuing to carry around this clue? What does this clue tell us that we learned of this week?
Because that's what we're learning about.
That is what we're learning about. Remember, when Y is at the end of a word, it likes to sneak in E or I's closet because at the end of the word it has space for this flying cape. And when it sneaks in E or I's closet, he likes to wear E or I's superhero cape. We're focusing this week on E. When a Y is at the end of the word, it says super E or super I. And this week, when it says super I, it's a suffix. Remember, we changed that base word into an adjective when we add that suffix Y. Or what are the other two we learned? That's right, L-Y or T-Y. When we add Y, L-Y or T-Y to the end of a word, it turns it into a describing word. Everybody show me your describing word dance. Describing word dance. Adjective dance. Adjective dance. Hey, spelling police, what are the 3 suffixes we've learned this week? Show us one.
Y.
What does Y say at the end of a word, super spellers? E, that's right. What's another one?
T.
T-Y says T like a beauty. And what's the last one, spelling police?
Lee.
Lee. L-Y says Lee, like how you do something. Speaking of, I think we have a word of the day. A word of the day. A word of the day. Hey, super speller helpers, what's our word of the day this week? Let's see it. What did they make for us? What's that base word that the spelling police showed us? Brave. What's the suffix that showed us? Lee. Our word of the day is bravely, super spellers. Check that out. All right, if you have materials nearby, go ahead and grab them. Pause the video to grab some real quick. Grab some magnetic letters, grab some letters you've made out of paper, grab a whiteboard, piece of paper, and a pencil. You can use that interactive board I introduced you to at the beginning of the week that looks like this. You can find it on our 1-2 Home Learning website. Do whatever you need to do so that you can engage and practice in this spelling right now. Pause the video if you need time to grab some materials, and if not, go ahead and keep learning right alongside us. All right, go ahead and write bravely. Write bravely on your board or your writing material surface. Write bravely. Brr. I hear a glued sound. I hear a blend. Brr. I hear a long A. Oh, that's another secret story we know. Remember, super spellers? What's the other secret story we know if we have a vowel saying its name? Brave. What's going to be at the end of brave?
He's jumping over a consonant to say its name.
That's right. Yep, he's right. Now that suffix we just learned this week, lee. Sounds like L-E-E. We know it's not. All right, give yourself some time if you need to. Pause the video, finish writing bravely. Check your bravely with what you see on the screen. Does your bravely match what you see on the screen, super spellers? Does it match? All right, super spellers, time to mark it up. Grab that writing utensil that you have. Bravely. I hear two chunks. I hear brave, lee. We circle suffixes at the end. So that first syllable, brave, oh, speller gave us a clue. That long A, consonant, bossy mama E. The E is not actually saying anything, being bossy to that A to make all the sound.
It's jumping over a consonant to say its name.
Jumping over consonant to say its name.
Hey, you say your name.
That's right, spelling police. We got this. Is this what yours looks like? That first syllable, brave, is a consonant E syllable with that bossy mama E, making that A say its name. That's a consonant E, vowel consonant E syllable. And that last chunk, ly, we circle because we know it's a suffix. We know ly is a suffix. Do you remember that suffixes have meaning that change the meaning of the whole word? So for example, we know ly means in that way. So if someone is brave, like doctors and nurses, firefighters, military, you, the very first time you ride your bike or do something you've never done before, you're brave. So if I ask, how did you do that? How did you learn how to ride your bike? How did you learn how to ride that scooter? You would describe yourself as I did it bravely. I did it bravely. So if someone's brave, the way that they do it turns into an adjective. Remember, if we add that suffix, it turns into a describing word. So how did you ride your bike? You would say, I rode it.
I rode it by trying.
And bravely. I rode it bravely. All right, let's practice what we've learned so far this week. Trick words of the week. What is one of our trick words this week, man?
Carry.
Carry. Everybody say carry. What's another trick word we learned this week? Spelling police. Night. And what's our final trick word we learned this week, man?
Something.
Something. All right, super spellers, I want you to take a pause and I want you to write all three of the trick words for the week on your paper, your writing utensil, back of cereal box, whatever's in front of you. And if you don't have anything, I want you to spell them in the air. Carry. They're just trick words. They don't follow all the patterns. Carry this week does follow the E at the end pattern we're learning, but usually they don't follow most of the patterns. Air. Yeah, that's not how you spell air. Carry. Right. Ooh, something I can chunk into two small words, I know. Some. Looks like, it sounds like S-U-M, but I just know it's not. These trick words are just such rule breakers. That's why we have to practice them. Something. All right, pause the video if you need more time. I want you to write carry, night, and something. Carry, night, and something. All right, super spellers, check your screen to check your work. Here we go, night. Everybody repeat after me. N-I-G-H-T, night. N-I-G-H-T,
night.
Night. All right, everybody carry. Carry, C-A-R-R-Y.
C-A-R-R-Y. Carry.
Nice. And something. We're going to chunk it into two parts. S-O-M-E.
S-O-M-E.
T-H-I-N-G.
T-H-I-N-G. Something.
Now, these words would be great to practice outside with sidewalk chalk today. Maybe practice with some shaving cream in the shower. Ask first if you're allowed to use some. Use magnetic letters if you have them. Get out some art materials. It would be great practice to practice these words a couple more times today after you finish your lesson here with us. All right, super helpers, we have one more big task. Let's build a few words. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Let's build a few words. Let's build a few words. All right, I think our man has some base words ready for us. He's going to show us a base word, and our spelling police over here is going to help us find the correct suffix. What are the three suffixes we've been practicing this week? L-Y, Lee, Y-E, T-Y, T. It looks like tie, but it's sure not when it's a suffix or a chunk that we're adding on to a base word. All right, C-Man, what is our first base word?
Fluff.
Fluff. All right, police, spelling police, help us. Are we going to add, fluff T? What's the next one? Fluff E. Oh, is that an adjective that you could use to describe something?
Yes.
Or fluff Lee?
Fluff E.
Oh, spelling police thinks fluffy.
Fluffy.
Hey, super helpers, how would you describe a cute little bunny in the springtime?
Fluffy.
Fluffy. Nice job. Remember, when we add one of these suffixes, it turns our base words into adjectives or describing words. All right, super spellers. This time, our super speller police is going to give us a base word, a main word, a root word, and man C is going to give us some possible suffixes. Which one do you think it is? What's our first one? Careful. What are our choices?
L-Y.
Okay. Carefully.
Or T-Y.
Careful T. What? What is a careful T?
Or Y.
Carefully. Ooh. That's a tough call between the Y and the L-Y. Carefully. Carefully. Nicely done. Now, we know this is its own chunk. L-Y is its own chunk. That means in that way. So if you're doing something careful, you're doing it in a way that is carefully. And that's why it is L-Y. Nicely done. All right, let's do a couple more. What's our base word? What's our root word? Here we go. C-Man, give us our base word. Give us our root word. So our police officer, spelling officer can help us out.
Jump.
Jump. All right. How do you jump? If you describe something, are you jumpty?
Jumpy.
Is a frog jumply?
Jump-E.
Oh, our spelling police knows what's up. Spelling police, what says E at the end of a word?
Wow.
What?
Whoa.
Jumpy.
Wow.
All right,
wow,
so super
wow.
spellers, if you're not sure, a great strategy is to go ahead and try all three, just like we've done. So what that might look like on a piece of paper or on a whiteboard, if you're experimenting and you don't know, you just do something that we call give it a go. So I'm going to write my base word safe, safe, safe. Okay, if I ask you guys to cross the street and go borrow a cup of sugar from the neighbors when we're baking, how do you cross the street?
Safely.
Safely. So
L-E.
safely, safely, safely.
L-E trick.
What? L-E is a trick. This super speller police is trying to trick you.
L-Y.
C-Man is saying L-Y, and the police told us that one's a trick. So what a great strategy is to go ahead and write it several ways if you're not sure, and then check it with your eyes. And because you are familiar with this suffix and you know that it means the way you do something, L-Y turns our base word safe into that adjective safely. How do you cross the street, and how do you cross the street to borrow a cup of sugar? Safely. All right, friends, let's say goodbye to Cousin Echo. Thank you, Cousin Echo. We appreciate your help this week with safely practicing how to use Y at the end of a word. Dun, da, da. See you next time, Super Spellers.
Bye.